Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in The Sims 4. We are doing a brand new challenge in The Sims, and this challenge is by one of my favorite creators ever in The Sims and on YouTube, and she's also on Twitch now, and she is Hip Hip Renee, and this is the hashtag Hip Hip Uni challenge. So Hip Hip Renee, if you don't know her, I highly suggest you go check her channel out. She does amazing content, and she now is also streaming on Twitch. So if you really like streams and Twitch, I really highly suggest you go and check those out as well. But I really love YouTube as my main platform, so I usually watch her videos on YouTube. I have watched some of her streams, but I'm never on Twitch all the time, so I mostly highly suggest you go check out her YouTube because I know that it's always great, but I'm sure Twitch is always great as well. So she created this challenge, and this challenge is she created this build, this outside like shell, I'm gonna call it. It was kind of like almost finished and ready, and she asked for people to create a house for university students to live in. So I decided to take the challenge upon myself to create this house and make it my own, with my style. And in the end we have room for 5 Sims as she requested, and there are 3 bathrooms if I'm not mistaken, 2 downstairs and 1 upstairs, a big like full open space room with the quote-unquote kitchen, because you cannot have kitchens in the university apartments or live housing, whatever, living spaces, I guess. So there is the quote-unquote kitchen and the living area all in one space, and all the bedrooms have obviously a bed, and they have also a desk. I think each bedroom has desk for every sim that lives in those bedrooms, and also one bedroom has 2 sims living together. They have 1 room to share, but they both have their desk, so it's fine. They don't have to share the desk or the beds. Obviously the beds are single beds. So right now I'm trying to create this living area. So the living area is a little bit, the idea is that this house is an older home that they kind of started renovating. Maybe the bathrooms are more new and more renovated, and they decided to, since it's very close to the campus, they decided to make it into a campus university housing. So they created different bedrooms, and they are now giving bedrooms to students that they have to pay, obviously, their whatever monthly cost is, and they can live there, which is like kind of off campus but also on campus at the same time because it's very close. And yeah, that was my idea behind this style that I wanted to conceive. So it's like an older home that it's clearly not been renovated completely, and has some pieces of furniture that are kind of thrown together, like these chairs are like all different types of chairs, and yeah, it feels like it's kind of like a second home where people can like leave some of their old pieces of furniture that they don't use in their own homes, and they are trying to make a kind of a home for students to live in. That was the idea behind it. Hopefully you guys like how the final version of it is. I really like how it turned out. It's clearly an older house, and it does have some drab moments, like there are cobwebs in the corner, or there are like some places that it's like scratched up, or the I mean, all like the whole vibe itself, it's kind of an older home, but I think it looks pretty dope. And I feel like it's something that really happens a lot, that there are like older homes in cities that are university cities that are given to students with like minimal renovations. And I mean, that's something that here in Italy happens a lot. Like there are a lot of like, for example, my university was in Cesena, and Cesena is like a little city. It's like 100,000 people, and there are many houses there that are from like old people that used to live in those houses, or maybe like a second home for other people that now live maybe in another city or something, and they have this second spare home. and mainly these houses are given to students for like I don't know, a little, I don't know, from 200 to 500 euros, depends obviously on where you are, what kind of house it is, what kind of stuff it's in the house. So obviously it depends, but that's more or less what it is. So that was kind of the vibe that I was going for, and I really am super excited for the outside portion of the house, this little like patio outside garden, like paved garden area. I'm really excited for you guys to see that. Obviously at the end of this video, as always, there are gonna be screenshots for the build, so you can check those out. And I also highly suggest you go into the hashtag #UNI hashtag on the gallery or here on YouTube. You can see a lot of gorgeous builds that are all related to this challenge. And also, I haven't said that, but now I'm remembering, Renee, she is gonna post no, she's not gonna post it on YouTube. She's gonna do a live stream on Twitch where she shows off every single build in this challenge hashtag, so you can check that out. It's gonna be on the 3rd of January, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna tell you obviously on Twitter and everything when she's gonna when she's gonna do the live stream on Twitch. So I highly suggest you follow me or follow Renee as well on Twitter, or if you want to directly go on Renee's Twitch, I'm gonna link it down below in the description, so you can check that out as well. So as I was saying, yeah, there are gonna be screenshots in the end of the video, so if you want to skip ahead and watch those, there are all the screenshots of my favorite part of the house. But I really highly suggest you watch through the entire thing, because you can see all the things that I decided to add. There are some things that maybe I added that you cannot really see them in the screenshots. And yeah, hopefully you guys like it. I really hope you guys like this house. I'm very excited for how it turned out, and I really hope that Renee is gonna like it. I think she might like it. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I really hope I can catch the live stream on Twitch, her live stream, because I really want to see how she thinks this house looks. But obviously, I don't know, because something I want to say, if you follow me on Twitter, you might know it already, but if you don't, I'm gonna say it loud, like clear here on the channel. I started working in an office on the 23rd of December, and it was my first day, and I'm gonna work there for 6 months. So for these next 6 months, so up until I guess around June-ish, I'm not gonna be able to post as many videos as I am normally posting. I'm gonna still try to figure out a way to have the time to create videos like I'm doing right now. I really love making videos, so I really don't want to stop making them, just because I'm working and I really don't have much time left, because I am working 9 to 5, no, actually 8:30 to 12:30, and then 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I guess basically 9 to 5. But since I'm working long hours, I don't really have much time as I used to make videos and create content and do as many videos as I used to, or you guys are used to see on this channel. Obviously, it's something that is kind of bothering me, because I probably am not gonna be able to post as many videos of LPs, because LPs take a lot to record, and I'm probably not gonna have I used to have like 4 videos every week. I'm saying that I might be able to post one every week, like 100%. I really hope I can do that. Maybe 1 week, whatever, it's gonna not gonna be able to be posted, but I really hope I can do every week, and maybe even more. Maybe I can do 2 videos a week. but you will see. Obviously, I highly suggest you follow me on Twitter because I keep tweeting. That's something that I keep doing. So if you want to check up on me or see what I'm doing or whatever, I highly suggest you follow my Twitter or my Instagram as well. I also use my Instagram a lot. So I'd say those are the ways for you to keep in touch with me and see what kind of things I'm doing, if you care, obviously. I'm not saying you have to follow me on anything, but actually, if you have to follow somebody right now, I highly suggest you follow Hippie Renee because she is posting loads of videos on YouTube. She does amazing content and she's also streaming on Twitch, so obviously follow her. But let's talk a little bit about this rooms that I'm creating. So this first room right here, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be the quote-unquote jock room. So this is gonna be like an athlete guy that loves sports and loves soccer and basketball and has loads of like he's very competitive. And that's my idea. Obviously, I created like a random character in my mind for each room so that I could like make them, you know, feel a little bit more lived in. Obviously, you can take everything out and create your own room or whatever. And oh yeah, obviously you can download this build on the gallery if you like it. It's under Simmuz, like you're in it but without spaces, or you can use hashtag #UNI and you can just scroll down and find it. It's gonna be in those builds. Yeah, or hashtag Simmuz as well. So I'm putting a lot of trophies because my idea that is he is like a super like bro kind of guy, but he is also very good at sports. So he actually has a lot of trophies and he knows that he's good and he like trains and stuff. There is like the training machine right there. He has some balls laying around for soccer. And yeah, I just started to fill in the room with lots of details and I really like how it turned out. I'm very pleased with every room in this house. I think it looks super cool. And since he's like a bro type, I also gave him a keg in the room. I think there is a keg also outside in the party area outside that I just finished while I was talking about other stuff. You guys might have seen it. It's gonna be in the screenshots as well. But yeah, there should be a keg out there as well, but he has one in this room as well. And now I'm also, you know, moving some stuff, adding some lights because I needed some lights in the build. So this is room number 2. So this room is gonna be the quote-unquote geek, or I don't know, maybe more science guy room. Again, in my mind, it is a guy room. It could be a girl's room, but in my mind, the guys are downstairs. They're the girls are upstairs. So that was my mind. But obviously, you can create whatever character you want. You can change the rooms around, but in my idea, this room is more for a sciencey kind of guy, very geeky. Like he loves making robots, creating the robots. That's why he has the robotics table and he has the little robot head on the desk, and he is also obviously very smart, so he has a couple of like blueprints and projects laying around, a lot of like old documents and stuff. Like he kind of is kind of messy, but he also is very smart. And yeah, I really like how this room finally turned out as well. I think it looks super cool. I really enjoy each room, so obviously I really hope you guys like it as well. And each room has like a theme or a color going on. So downstairs you see one is green, one is blue. This one upstairs is gonna be pinkish, and this room is for a girl that loves animals and is into the veterinarian career or into veterinaries. Like obviously, since it's a UNI apartment, she is gonna be into the veterinary school and studying to become a veterinarian, and that was the idea behind it. Since we have loads of stuff from cats and dogs that are all related to the veterinarian career. I cannot even speak today. What is going on? Since we have all this stuff, I decided to create a room that it's all around that. I think I'm not showing the bathrooms until the end, but the bathrooms are more or less the same. I did make them a little bit. You saw kind of me placing stuff, but not really much. But it's not really like something important. It's just bathrooms, so they're like basic, normal bathrooms. I think the main part of this house that I'm most excited about is obviously the bedrooms. So now I'm creating the double bedroom that is upstairs. Again, in my mind here there would be two students and both would be female, but obviously again you can create whatever students you want, or even whatever the game gives you as roommates. But in my mind here upstairs there would be one that is into photography and one into painting and art, and that's was the vibe that I was trying to give to this room. So here we are gonna have the artist nook for the painter Sim, and they have this hand thing. They have obviously the easel to paint. They have some old how they're called? Oh my god! Yeah, obviously the drawings on the walls, the paint on the paint cans, and the oh my god, how they're called? Like the thing where you draw on. Oh my god, I'm forgetting everything, but that's fine. And obviously some posters everywhere. I put as many posters as I could because I really like the idea of having many posters on the walls, so that the Sims can in my mind they would create their own space, since the house is very basic, because they only have this basic furniture that they clearly bought from IKEA, and the rest of the house is kind of old, so you really want to make the place feel like your own. And the idea of having all these posters, I really like that. So here is the artist part of the house, and I'm adding some flags and some other knickknacks here around. The photographer side has all these pictures. They have a LGBT flag, it's the bisexual flag. I don't know, I wanted to have some diversity, so I decided to add this flag, and I do add one in the geek room as well. So obviously you can take them out if you don't want your sim to be LGBT, but that was something that I wanted to make, because not everybody obviously is straight, incredibly. But yeah, here you can see me adding a lot of stuff for photography. I like the tripods, the cameras, so many different cameras, different frames, the big stuff for the camera, equipment, and some more stuff here around. Again, I really wanted to do that because we do have loads of stuff for photography with the Moschino stuff back that I really love. And yeah, I'm just going around, as I said, adding the last final details. I think then we have to finish off the outside, because the outside is not completely 100% done. Adding a couple more plans, and I think the terrain painting, and then we're basically gonna be done. Just adding a lot of decorations around. I thought that there was also a little statue of a man, figure for artists, but a mannequin. But there isn't, so maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. You guys can let me know, obviously. Adding a couple of lights for the photographer, and yeah, again, as I said, a little bit of terrain painting, and then we're gonna go into the screenshots, I think, in a second. Yeah, just adding terrain painting to make it feel more realistic. Either I don't know what I'm doing. What do I do? Oh yeah, I'm adding some lights outside because we didn't have many. So I think lights outside really sell the look, and here are the screenshots. Obviously guys, this, I really love this house. I obviously, again, Hippie Perenne created the outside, so go check her out. I'm gonna link all her stuff down below in the description, info card as well. And I really highly suggest you go check her out. I really love the outside space, party space. I love that, and I really like the inside as well. I'm very proud of this build. I don't know if you guys like it as well. Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, you can download it, as I said, on the gallery. You can search Silly Simmuz, or use hashtag Silly Simmuz, or hashtag #HipHipUni. Yeah, I'm very pleased. You can let me know which room is your favorite down below. Do you like the job room, the geek room, the veterinarian room, or the artist's room? I'm gonna call the artist's room since there is a painter and the photographer, so obviously my favorite one, I'm gonna say I really like the geek one, but my favorite one is obviously the artist's room, because I really love how like the painter stuff and all the photography stuff like all crammed in, like all, I really love that. And I also love the this bathroom downstairs, the pink bathroom downstairs. I really like how it turned out. I don't know why. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching again. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna post as much in the next 6 months. I know it's a long time, and I'm aware, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna try make as much content as I can. But thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking this video and all my stuff in 2019. 2019 was a crazy year for my channel, and yeah, I really hope 2020 can be as good and fun and fresh and nice. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna leave you guys. Bye bye.